Welcome to a brand new video. My name's Alex, PGA Golf professional and top 50 world coach. Now, this is something that I wish I'd known about my golf swing years ago, and it's definitely saved me 3+ shots around. It's about a drill that I did before every single shot. No matter if I was hitting a driver away, an iron away, a wedge shot, whatever it was, I used this. So I was going through this period of missing it right, missing it left, and really feeling like I was guiding that golf club into that ball. And then I looked at it on video, right? And I was starting my swing very much like this, really opening that club face, not getting much turn. And I can bet loads of us can relate to that. So this is what I did. I'm gonna show you with my driver, but like I said, I did this with every single one of my golf clubs. Really listen closely here though. So we've got our driver in length. I was gripping as a part of my pre-shot routine, don't worry, I'm not hitting the ball away here, right in the middle of my shaft. So I've got even at the top, even at the bottom. I then was placing this up my left-hand side right here, okay? Now, this is something you can use right now to help you prepare for the 2023 season, because before you know it, it will be here and it's around the corner, okay? So imagine we're on the first hole, second hole, whatever it is, or even coming down the last. I would just address just inside my golf ball with that golf club lining up my left-hand side. I'm going to turn this way to you just so you can see this though. I then made one rep of doing this. Starting the golf club away, keeping this grip on the side of my body. So what this did here was it stopped me fanning and opening that club face, one of the huge faults that I had at that time. I then set that golf club, felt like the butt end, this end of the golf club, was pointing in between my feet. I then moved it to the top, started down, got it pointing just to the right of target, helping me hit more into out, bring it into impact, where I felt the golf club then hit back onto my side, and then moved through to this finish. Let me show you that from the down the line perspective and just really pay close attention to how I pause, how I feel, and how I stop at every single point. And if you've got some space at home, just do this with me. So I was getting a feeling of fixing all those little faults that I had. So again, not fanning open, setting the golf club correctly, getting that full turn, starting down with the lower half, opening those hips, and look how that club head is just behind my hands, club's pointing slightly out to the right, squaring up into impact and moving through. This really gave me a great feeling to take into every single shot. Now, next up, I then did the same thing, but gripping at the end. Next up, my next practice swing would just be 1, 2, 3. So really bringing in those feelings of gripping halfway down into that full shot. Now, what I've just done there was really slow, and by all means, you're not going to do it to that extent out on the golf course because we've only got between 30 and 40 seconds to every shot, and we don't want to be that slow player in our group. Just do a little bit more of an abbreviated version, a little bit quicker, and that's what's going to help you. Now, let me just bring in some context to why I'm saying it was saving me like 3+ shots around. I felt like I was more control of this, so I hit more fairways, less drop shots, also starting to hit more greens, and then therefore not making as many errors around the green chipping. So you can quite clearly see hitting more greens, hitting more fairways, taking less drop shots, you're going to save yourself countless shots out on the golf course. So you've got that comfort and knowing you're working on all those points that are your errors in your game. Definitely take some drives like that. And I started to make something that was a bit more predictable. Have a look at this, where this has gone. Great distance, good carry, and you know what? Not far offline too. This is also really important you learn to do this correctly with your irons, but I'm going to do this one with a difference. I'm going to do this at the pace I would do it out on the golf course. So you can see it doesn't have to be long and you can actually realistically bring it in. I'm going to turn this way, but when I'm out on the golf course, I would always sort of do it in this direction, hitting here, but I want you to see the points of where I got this at the start and this at the end. Okay, so I've chosen my club, I've got 7 iron, I'm ready to go. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, through. One practice swing. Next practice swing, and now simply I'm ready to go. Doesn't have to be any longer than that. Oh, that is going to land straight on that line. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. It's free and we've got tips 5 times a week.